Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. I'm of course the Battle Room, and today I'm joined by Raghav. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I just had some wonderful family time, but they did not understand anything I was saying about this Summit Invitational because they haven't watched it. So, to give everyone a better opportunity, we're breaking down another match here from the Winter Invitational, Marcofiero versus Pokealex.
Two of Europe's best. Obviously, you can never count out Pokealex, and Marcofiero has just been. Has he just been on a hot streak for like 3 years, bro? Like, like he's just been nuts.
Ever since he aged up to Masters, he's just been pretty dominant, similar to Alex. Marco
Hmm.
kind of is the new Pokealex in a way. Pokealex,
True.
as soon as he became Master, won a national, and yeah, Marco's the new wave. He is the best player in Europe. I would give it to him.
Hmm.
Pokealex probably one of the best of all time. Marco is the new era. He is the current dominant king, and we're seeing them go head to head in a pretty stacked little invitational that we got set up here by 13 Yoshi 37. We covered the teams and a previous match. So if you want to check those out, just check our previous videos. But yeah, this is going to be a banger. This is an elimination match too. We're in the losers finals, right?
Yep, this is gonna be the losers finals. So the winner of this will match up into Kinigawa, who is waiting in finals, which is just super hype. And Marco lost to Kinigawa, and I get so did Pokealex at this point. So one of them wants their revenge to get in. Alex did win his first round, and then Marco lost and then beat Wolf to make it here. So both players, they're feeling good, they're ready to go. Let's talk about these teams.
Yeah. So in a way, Marco's a little bit of the underdog, making it out of
Hmm.
losers. I know it's only four people, but it still doesn't feel great being in elimination matches.
Yeah.
Looking at his team, they both look kind of standard, but Marco's got that calm mind raging bull. And that is exactly what this entire match is going to be centered around, in my opinion. I feel like you have to make sure that you can get rid of this thing. Make sure it doesn't get up like six calm minds on you. And to support that, he's got this pain split flutter main, which is really interesting. I think we're gonna assume it's super fat, super hard to get rid of, and then he has more offense with his Chen Pao and Shifu. And then of course, the best guys in the game, the Fake Out Brothers, Rillaboom and Incineroar.
Yeah, nothing super duper crazy on Marco's team. Obviously, high horsepower Rillaboom is kind of the standard, I would say now. Ice Shard is also a unique tech choice from the Chiempo, and like you mentioned, that Pain Split Flutter, just to stay on the field longer to spread that paralysis, that support with Taunt, and those Moonblasts. Otherwise, it's pretty standard stuff, I would say, from Marco all around here. Just like a really good team, and that's where Marco excels, right?
That is his strength, and we broke down his match versus Wolf. He is so good at punishing you, even with his boring standard Pokemon. He finds a creative way to put on the pressure.
He does, yes. And now on the other side, we do have Pokealex here, who, I mean, all things considered, they do have four of the same Pokemon. Um, with
That's how the format goes.
well, that is how the format goes. But opting for Icy Wind on the Flutter Mane instead of the Pain Split. And then we have Banded Urshifu, and then we have a Clear Amulet Rillaboom, which I think is pretty cool, especially in this format. Intimidate is obviously very annoying, but if you're able to just ignore that with Clear Amulet, Rillaboom can go absolutely nuts into a lot of the format. And then he has a pretty interesting Golden Go and Dragonite little combo there to round it out. Which honestly, I think Golden Go is probably going to play a pretty big factor. Like Dragonite and Golden Go could be brought, and I think could play pretty big roles in this matchup here for Pokealex.
Yeah, I think the unique choices, those last two Pokemon, are going to be big. Like you said, we have Scale Shot to force the Terra, and then you
Hmm.
have Iron Hit to punish it. Obviously, Golden Go punishes it too. And I don't think Marco has too much to actually keep that pressure on Golden Go. You have Calm Mind, and then you have Incineroar and Urshifu, right? So
Yeah.
those three are really important to make sure that Alex's Golden Go doesn't go out of control. I also think AV Incineroar could be very useful in this matchup. It's really good at soaking up those hits from Raging Bolt, and Rillaboom having Clear Amulet means it could be consistent pressure into that Raging Bolt that we've mentioned is impossible to get rid of a lot of the time with lefties and grassy terrain. And grassy terrain is gonna be up in this set. Both players have Rillaboom. It's just one of the best support mons. Slowing that Raging Bolt down is priority number one. So those high horsepowers, they might get a little chunky.
Yeah, and also another thing I want to point out is going to be the Flutter Mirror. Fluttermane is kind of the talk of the fucking town, dude. Everyone's talking about Fluttermane. They're talking about this bulky Thunderwave Fluttermane that's bold, right? So I'm very curious to see how their speeds interact, and then if Golden Go is enough, because Golden Go is pretty unique in a way, because like obviously Fluttermane is good into Golden Go if it runs Shadow Ball, but they're just not running that anymore. So Golden Go is able to just say, hey, I'm a steel type, and I'll hit you with Make It Rain, right? So I think it's a pretty cool choice in this really Fluttermane-centric little like area of the format we're in right now. So I'm very curious to see if Golden Go can go the distance and get Pokealex the dub here. Like, I'm very curious, and also curious about the Fluttermane speeds. I think that might play a big factor as well.
Yeah. The last thing before we get into this game is I think Alex is almost forced to bring the Urshifu, right? Just because it's the one thing that puts a lot of pressure on Marco's Incineroar.
And Pow.
And so he,
Pow,
and Pow,
I think,
yeah,
is
he's gonna. Well, I think Golden goes really good into Pow because it doesn't have that sucker punch, right?
Ooh, true,
So I think
true.
Alex is gonna need the Urshifu to protect his Golden Go. One thing he really does have going for him, I think he's more free to lead that Fluttermane, whereas Marco doesn't really want to in front of that Golden Go. But you also mentioned the speed wars are going to be crucial in this game. Who's going to have the faster Icy Wind? And who's going to get that Thunder Wave first, actually, is the more important one.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see too if like if Dragonite's going to be relevant or in this conversation, right? Because I think it could be pretty good. The Terra Steel isn't really that bad. You know, you can get around it with multi-scale, so I'm curious to see if Dragonite's going to be brought, and we're going to see Fluttermane and Golden Go from Pokealex, which I respect, and we're going to see Urshifu and Rillaboom from Marco.
Yeah, I mean, Dragonite would have been incredible here into Marco's team. I think Alex is the one with more choices here.
I think all six
he
can
has
be
a
brought.
little bit. Yeah, he has a little bit more flexibility, and Marco here just wants that fake out Surging Strikes into Double Ghost though.
It's a little brutal,
What did he
but
just press for that Rillaboom? I can't read Italian unfortunately, so I didn't really see. But I think on Alex's end, you have to find a way to deal with this Urshifu. I think you maybe see a Moonblast and a switch, or just to Make It Rain. Say you're living, and then you do an effective damage trade.
yeah, and I think that here as well, like, he didn't lead Flutter, he could easily have that thing in the back, and I think he's putting on a lot of pressure. He must be like a really, really bulky Urshifu if he's confident to just not Terra in front of the Fluttermane. Like, I feel like did he Terra Steel? Am I crazy? Did I miss that?
I did not see a Terra Steel, and we did recreate these spreads and post them on our channel.
True.
And I also thought that he's probably a really, really bulky Urshifu, so you don't have to Terra Steel in these situations. And we
we're
do
gonna see
see
the Terra
Alex
Fairy.
is going for the Terra here. He's going for the Terra Grass.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And we do see the Dragonite as well. He did switch it in there, which I respect, right? It's so good into this Firewater Grass core. That's why Dragonite is kind of cool. And we're just going to see a nice Thunderwave come out here. What a nice turn from Alex.
This is so interesting because we have two amazing players. So they're honestly thinking like way more ahead than we are. He knows the Terra Grass is coming out, so he doesn't even bother, surging it. And Alex is predicting, no way Marco lets me just Moonblast it. Thunderwave is way more valuable if he Terra Steals. Marco's like, I'm not even going to risk it. You know I can do it. I don't have to. So overall, I think this is a good turn for Marco, but Alex mitigated it pretty well. 2 grass and water resists. That's the best you can ask for.
Yeah, and now I think Dragonite is going to be able to do whatever it wants. I also think this Fluttermane is bulky enough to survive both the Jet plus Glide. So Fluttermane probably gets another turn too, right? Like, I think you realistically could KO either the Rillaboom or maybe not if you get intimidated. But you are going to be doing a lot of damage with Moonblast and Scale Shot if you double the Rilla, which I think is like probably acceptable. I think you'd get him pretty low. But that
I like
instant
this
is
play a
also
lot.
big to take out. Just the instant swap.
Yeah, very safe. Allows you to reposition. Just Woodhammer, get rid of this
Easy,
Fluttermane,
dude.
and your Raging Bolt has a lot easier of a time.
Alex gets
Yeah,
it,
that's
but
not doing shit.
it's not doing anything, dude. Rillaboom's so bulky.
Scale Shot
Ooh.
crits, though. That could go nuts.
That could go nuts. It only hit 4 times. I think we needed a 5er and a crit if we wanted to kill. But just a beautiful, nice safe switch on this Incineroar. Now you just remove Fluttermane from play. You get rid of the Terra. I still think it's like manageable for Pokealex. It's not lost by any means. But I do think that this Incint's looking real juicy right now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on this Urshifu to kind of poke a hole through Marco's team. I
Mhm.
think right now Incineroar is
He
looking
didn't
too
bring
good.
it.
He did not bring it. I
He's just
mentioned at the beginning he needs Urshifu to deal with this Incineroar. It's not looking good for our hero right now.
It is not, especially with that. Urshifu is still so healthy in the back. I think the trade was just so much better. Um, Same with the Intimidate going off on a D Knight. It just slows it down so much, right? Because now if you switch, you lose all those scale shot speed boosts. Um, I don't know. This does seem a little bit clunky right here. Um,
It's a bit awkward for sure for
yeah,
Marco to reposition. I think you don't need the Rillaboom for anything now that you know Urshifu has not been brought.
true.
It's really about pivoting this Incineroar very safely, and you don't necessarily even have to.
So we are just gonna see
Okay,
a
we
pretty
just see a
safe.
fake out into Instant.
Oh, and a scale shot instant. Alex was like, dude, I don't care about your stupid Rillaboom. I need to deal with this Incineroar. Which I think this is now going to put it pretty close to high horsepower range if it can get this fifth hit. I think it's going to take
No,
it.
the
It
fifth hit would
might.
have procced the Citrus Berry.
Oh, you're so right. Maybe this is the best you're going to get. We're going to see a Woodhammer on a
I think
Rillaboom.
that is ideal, but this Woodhammer
Ooh.
does a really good, nice chunk.
Does he go down too?
No, it's still around.
It's still around? Okay. I think this is still definitely playable, right? He did navigate the Incineroar as best as he possibly could, but I just don't know if Golden Go's even useful here, right? There's no Flutter, there's no POW, and Golden Go's just not having a great time with the Pokemon that are remaining here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Pokealex takes this without getting a little bit of luck or playing really, really aggressively. Like, we're gonna need some huge scale shots here. I
Mhm.
think Marco probably stays in with the Rillaboom. I didn't quite catch it,
I think he
but at
did,
this
yeah.
point, after a couple of scale shots, Woodhammer's chunking this Dragonite too.
True, yeah. I mean, like, it used Scale Shot twice. I think the Rillaboom, if it fires it off right here, is going to do so much damage, right? Because it's not
Yeah, here's the
intimidated.
thing. You
Hmm.
can switch this Incineroar out, and it's not too bad. As long as you get Dragonite even slightly chipped like what it is already, I think Incineroar Raging Bolt's gonna be really, really hard to stop.
I don't know. I think you're right. I think it's really important that Rillaboom stays as healthy as possible for Alex. Like, I think Rillaboom is the key guy right now. But even that one Woodhammer actually might be the reason he loses here.
Is this gonna be a hammer or a horsepower? If he calls this, he's so back in this game.
He calls
Oh,
it,
he got it! He
dude.
got it. He
He
needed
got
that
him.
really bad.
Dude, and this is where
Okay,
Clear
that is
Amulet
a
is going to go
huge
goaded,
turn.
too.
Completely turning this around. Now I want to say Alex is in a good spot.
Dude, I think he is in a good spot, right? So Terra has not been committed by Marco, which I think is really important. I almost think maybe early on he was saying like, dude, I have to save my Terra for my Raging Bolt in the back. So now Incineroar's at -2. Or not Incineroar, Dragonite is at -2. This is probably a free fake out Calm Mind play, maybe? I don't know though.
I'm not sure. I think the speed tiers here matter a lot. I'm gonna assume Alex's Rillaboom is gonna be the fastest. I think
Mhm.
Dragonite is switching out into Golden Go
I
personally.
think it is. I
I
think
think
it
you
has to.
you don't really want to Terra your Raging Bolt because there's a potential Golden Go or even a Woodhammer. But
Mhm.
this is where the Clear Amulet is just looking so nice. Incineroar's, you know, come in and Rillaboom's still able to high horsepower either slot for super effective damage. I think that chip on Instant dodging the Citrus Berry was actually so clutch for Alex.
I think too. What's gonna be interesting is like, okay, we're gonna see the Dragonite swap out. But what I think you could have potentially went for the fake out Dragon Pulse to try and snipe Rillaboom. Like, because if you do get Rillaboom, I think the game is a little bit easier. I wonder if he went for that. That would
Yeah,
potentially save
I
him
think he
here.
did. But now
Yeah,
Instant's really hard to get rid of.
I think you could have. I really think that Alex could have went for Protect on Dragonite and a swap to Goldie in the other slot, potentially, just so that you do get that. I guess then the next turn you have pretty negative momentum. It's a little awkward, but I don't know. I think Rillaboom was the savior here, but now we have an unintimidated Dragonite. I guess maybe it's worth it just for this pin you're about to set up, right? With the Scale Shot plus make it rain combo onto the Bolt. You could also go for the KO into Instant as well. And Alex doesn't have Terra. That's actually really important. I was gonna say he could just Terra Steel Dragonite, but he's not allowed to do that. So he does kind of need to get this
Yeah,
turn
not
correct.
having Terra sucks. You identified it well. I think Rillaboom was really, really crucial, maybe having to preserve it. But Marco's playing risky here. He's not protecting that Raging Bolt. I think if Alex doubles it or just like Scale Shot makes it rain, I don't think Incineroar can take it out. I think at that point, Dragonite might win. It totally depends on how much Make It Rain and this Flare Blitz recoil is going to do.
Ooh, there it
Okay.
is.
Does
So
he
he's gonna
Scale
proc
Shot the
Citrus.
Bolt?
No Terra from Marco. He had it, right? He just didn't want to take the Make It Rain.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to Terra here. Scale Shot, if it goes into that Bolt, it goes into Incin. He got the turn wrong, and just like that, Marco immediately wins.
Wow. Wow. What a great play from Marco. He just called his bluff and he just went the fuck in there with that Dragon Pulse. Because I think you could have Terra'd if you thought you were going to get hit by Scale Shot, but he just does not. Dragonite goes
But
down.
then he would have died to the Make It Rain, which is like, what's the point,
He
right?
doesn't get one shot by Make It Rain, does it?
I don't know. It's Life Orb. It's definitely possible. But
I guess
yeah,
you're
so this,
wrong.
if he just Scale Shotted the Raging Bull, he won because I think Incin's gonna go down here.
Mhm. But then at the same time, he could have also
There you
just
go.
protected Bolt, right? And then Incin could just take the gold KO. So I don't think it's like...
It's a high variance turn for sure.
Yeah.
I don't blame Alex for getting it wrong. I think Marco just played really, really brave there.
Yeah, I think Marco just kind of like... that's just what he's good at, man. He's good at making these calls in these moments and just kind of finding the best route for... like, he knows what the opponent's going to do before they even know how to do it, like, every fucking time, dude. He knows how much pressure's on them, and he knows exactly when to push those pressure points, just like in that game, right? Like, in that final turn, he called him. He read his soul.
He knows how to keep you on your toes, for
He
real.
does.
And Alex was also playing aggressively. He got that Wood Hammer on the Urshifu switch, which was so important to get back into the game. So Marco knows he's willing to make these plays to win the game, and at that point, just getting Dragon Pulse sealed it immediately. And I think there was a lot of options that turn. If Golden Go protected, it was bad for him.
Yeah.
And if he didn't attack with Raging Bolt, you know, so I think it ultimately was like, well, I'm gonna read your soul.
Yeah. And so going into this game too, what are you doing if you're Alex, right? You're down a game. You're on the verge of elimination. What are you doing? You changing it
Bro,
up.
you gotta
kind
bring
of-
your Urshifu.
You gotta bring
You
your
gotta bring your
Shifu.
sheepdog. Yeah.
It seems so hard to bring into like Rilla, even just Rilla Instant, right? Because you have to potentially commit that Terra Ghost, not to mention the Raging Bolt that's waiting for you. I do think he can deal with Raging Bolt pretty, like, he's good Raging Bolt answers. It's just that Raging Bolt they were kind of gone by the time he came in, so I think maybe he just needs to keep some of them alive a little bit longer, or maybe just not use the Terra. I don't know.
Yeah, the
'cause-
turn one Terra sucked, and you're gonna see Marco preserve that Bolt. You're not gonna likely see him just try and kind of brute force it from the get-go. I think not bringing Urshifu makes it so easy for Incin to just intimidate Dragonite whenever it wants, right?
True.
It can kind of just be there as soon as it's there. So we see Flutter Urshifu. I like that a lot. It's a better change. And Marco keeping the same lead. And this time he has something to fake out.
He does, but at the same time, it can also potentially Terra Ghost. But then if you Terra Ghost, then it becomes a little bit vulnerable to Surging Strikes as well. So it could come down to something like that. Mark's got the same Pokemon. I don't know here.
To be fair, you could Moonblast Surging that Urshifu for a guaranteed KO. Like, no matter what happens, it should die, I think.
I think so, and you could also just
I guess it could
drop a
live.
Wood Hammer. You could drop a Wood Hammer on the Urshifu slot as well.
No, I was thinking a Terra Ghost from Alex. You just double that Urshifu slot. No good switch in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you just risk losing Flutter to Wood Hammer, I guess. It's still tricky. The Terras do make it a little bit tricky here. I don't know. I do kind of think I like the idea of the Moonblast. Just mainly
It's probably
also...
U-turning, though.
You think he's U-turning? What about a Moonblast U-turning or a Shifu just say, hey, he's not tearing?
You see a Terra immediately from Alex again.
Ooh,
And it's the
grass.
Terra Grass once again. I think he just really doesn't want it to die, man.
He doesn't, and I think he's just so afraid of the Terra Steel turn 1. He just does not want to risk getting hit by that. So we're going to see this Moonblast, and he's down.
Was that a
got one
crit?
shot.
No, he just died, dude.
Okay.
So Marco maybe isn't super fat, but is actually just the bravest man to ever exist, probably.
Okay, now this U-turn is looking real fucking nice.
Ooh. That's yummy, dude. What the
That's
hell?
yummy, dude. That's banded, dude. That's banded. So now you just get to go into literally anything, I think, right? All of his other
Dude,
Pokemon
that's a
resist
U-turn in
grass.
Ohio because that was fucking illegal. Oh my god,
And
dude.
he eats the Woodhammer. I mean, this is looking so good for Alex. He does need to worry about this Raging Bolt a bit, right? Because there's no Terra for Urshifu anymore. But I think if he can just navigate to there, he's probably chilling. If he can navigate around Raging Bolt, I should say, he's chilling.
No, he's feeling really good because this Rillaboom is so low too. Fluttermane's
Hmm.
a big threat for this Raging Bolt. Not only does it have Moonblast, it has Taunt. Taunt
True.
is it really shuts this shit down.
Mm.
And the Clear Amulet Rillaboom is also a threat. You can't intimidate it. High Horsepower is just going to be strong. And we see him go into it immediately. I feel like, yeah, we're seeing a Protect switch to Instant, get that fake out the next turn.
Mm.
I don't know if that's enough. We're gonna have to keep watching. But if I'm Alex, I think you just taunt and probably Woodhammer that opposing Rillaboom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a
I feel
big
like it's pretty
downside to
safe.
that. I think you're right, though, is it's like he just can't deal with both Rillaboom and Flutter now. I think that Rillaboom's going to put too much pressure on a Raging Bolt, and if you fake out Rillaboom, then Flutter's going to taunt you or Moonblast you, and you're feeling terrible as well. So I think either way, it's looking really, really good for Alex on this next turn. Like, no matter what he does. That's not even saying he doesn't just, like, get a cheeky little Moonblast off on this Rillaboom or something. You know, he might get a little extra here. Or even the Woodhammer, right? He's just getting free damage on this turn. And Marco's just trying to recover after that turn one.
Yeah, but this is one of the strengths of Marco is that since he plays so aggressively on some turns, the defensive plays just you feel like an idiot when you fall for the obvious player, right? We see the Moonblast go into that bolt. I think Vento Gelato.
No, it was Icy
Yeah,
Wind.
Icy Wind. Maybe it was a.
Okay. I think he was just trying to make sure his Rillaboom was faster because I don't think we've seen their interaction. Oh my god. No, he was going for the Icy Wind high horsepower to cover for Instant. Oh my
That's a
god, that was
beautiful play.
nasty. Yeah, that was beautiful. It covered both. The Fake Out Brothers could not escape high horsepower's wrath there. And Fluttermane, honestly, it's kind of slowly healing. I think it can live any hit from Raging Bolt right now.
Not fake out plus Dragon Pulse, which is I think what we're gonna see. But it doesn't matter at that point. I feel like you're getting so much damage off with this Rillaboom.
Mhm.
And one really nice thing about Clear Amulet is if you ever Terra Fairy, that Raging Bolt Woodhammer's starting to do so much.
I
And you don't have
also,
Intimidate to slow it down.
to be fair too, Marco or Pokealex could switch out Fluttermane. He's not going to, but I totally
Like
think
no
he
reason,
could've.
yeah. He
Like
can't.
he can save it, dude. Oh, he's gonna go for the high horsepower. He's slowly whittling him down, and we're gonna see the Calm Mind. So he's trying to get these Calm Minds going. He still does have Terra, so he has ways out of this, but it is gonna be a little bit clunky here because I do think Pokealex is just chilling. I like the high horsepower to an Incineroar because now you do just threaten the KO onto it.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm a little scared of this Bolt right now. Just because this Rillaboom doesn't have AV, I
Yeah.
feel like it's getting a little scary. But if you're Alex, can't you just Moonblast this instant slot? It dies, and either high horsepower with Rillaboom or switch out to whatever Pokemon is not Urshifu. Because also eventually you're gonna get a fake out CC, a choice band CC into this Raging Bolt.
I think you look for the fake out CC lines, right? Also, to be fair though, maybe you just prioritize just shutting the fake outs down and you just try to remove that slot. Like you just go for what is it, Moonblast high horsepower or something into that slot, or just maybe even
No, I
Woodhammer
think you
gets
do that
pulled.
this turn for sure. We
Because
don't know what Alex has in the back. So.
because I think even if it's D Knight, he can win the game, right? Like especially if it's D Knight, he could probably beat the Raging Bolt. So I think if he has D Knight, he needs to conserve it, and he's gonna go for Icy Wind high horsepower again. He's slowing Bolt
I
down.
don't really get why Icy Wind. Maybe,
I don't know
maybe
why
he's
he's
worried
doing
about the
that.
speeds. I don't know.
That would mean that
Or
he
just,
has like
like, any
instant
chip at
last,
all.
dude. He could have instant last.
That would be really good as well, because that's another fake out user, Assault Vest, knock off these lefties.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that at all. And I think it's a pretty good bring. You're just saying that Flutter and Rillaboom are going to be able to deal with this Raging Bolt, and they kind of have. Honestly, Alex just got such an early advantage. Raging Bolt never got to set up, which is what Alex needs to do. I don't think Marco's ever going to lead this guy. I don't think he's gonna force it, you know?
Yeah, and I think no matter what, I just hope it's not Golden Go. I think that's the mon that would be the most like of a liability here. But if it's not Goldie, I think it's chilling. We're gonna see your Shifu.
I'm starting to think it's Golden Go, dude.
I'm a little fucking worried now, dude. Is he gonna actually lose this one? Is Raging Bolt gonna go the distance? I was gonna say this is like a perfect battle of how strong, like how to really diffuse Calm Mind Raging Bolt, but it still might win, man. It still might win.
I really hope it's not the stupid Golden Go, bro.
Because you can take a KO on either Pokemon here. Like, you can just fake out and Dragon Pulse. And if he doesn't switch into Golden Go, something will die, right? But then there is the added benefit, right, of, like, you could just Surging High Horsepower Incineroar. I guess you could get fake out clapped as well. That could be an option. It's kind of a tricky turn. It really is. Fake out clap, see, I mean, I don't know. That's like the best case if you get that one right. But I just don't think he's going to give that to me. So I like the fake out Dragon Pulse. I think, honestly, Pokealex should just attack with both. Okay, he does.
Yeah, I think there's no harm here.
Oh, he's Surging.
Surging going in Sin. Yeah.
Was he just supposed to CC? Like, I don't think it matters. I think you're just getting potentially threatening. Well, it could Terra Fairy. Maybe he's got D9 last.
It's -1, so.
You're right.
I think Surging's just fine. And does this Boom live? Yeah.
He's chilling, dude. He's chilling as fuck.
Could be clap range.
I think it probably is. Marco's just gonna have to go on like a godlike read spree here, right? Like, I think he just needs to get all these turns correct if he's gonna win this. I think if he gets one turn wrong, the damage might just be too much with the full HP Pokemon in the back.
Yeah, I'm honestly really curious as to what this last Pokemon is.
I'm thinking it's gold. I don't know though. I do think dropping gold could be totally fair. It just looks so good into the two Pokemon that Marco didn't bring. But he didn't bring them. So, like, I totally think this is the game to, like, not bring gold. Maybe next time you go back to it. Let's see.
Okay, he doesn't switch out Rillaboom, so I'm starting to think it is that Golden Go. Which is looking really bad. Really, really bad for Alex.
This is looking real bad.
Because otherwise, I think I would want to swap there.
Dude, I think you're supposed to swap there no matter what your last Pokemon is.
No, if it's D-Knight and you get Dragon Pulse, that sucks.
I don't think he's ever doing that. I think he's ripping a clap on one of them. Let's see it.
Here's the thing, right? Okay. You have the freest Thunderclap of all time at Urshifu. There's no punish for it. Ever.
You do, and it is Dragonite. Oh, this is gonna get dicey, dude. This is gonna be dicey as fuck.
Is Alex gonna Iron Head? Is he gonna Iron Head? He should. He has to Iron Head here. There's no reason not to.
I think if he Iron Heads here, he just wins.
I don't know if he does, dude. I don't know if he wins.
Because I think he's always pressing clap into Urshifu, like 100% always pressing clap. I don't know, dude. Maybe you're right. Maybe he just gets too much lefties, right? Like, he just gets to protect. But maybe one flinch is enough. All right. We're seeing a Terra? Oh, yeah, onto the pole.
Yeah, Terra Fairy's coming out.
Terra Steel. There it is.
Yeah. He already Terra Grass turn 1 again.
He did keep it alive once again. Okay, we're seeing a clap. Urshifu goes down. Here we go. Did he press Iron Head? I think he has to press Iron Head if he wants to win, though. Unless he gets crazy flinches. We see Scale Shot.
Dude. No, that would have been enough. We're gonna see how much this Iron Head's gonna do right now. If he gets a flinch, dude. Oh, yeah, well, obviously you protect the leftovers. That makes a lot of sense. Dude, this is absolutely the strength of Raging Bolt. Not how to beat it, but like, if you don't have the exact Pokemon you need in the exact turns, you're just gonna get out bulk, dude. He's stat checking you.
Dude, he even got like
he's fucking mogging him, dude. Look at his neck. He's way taller.
Bro. He like even got the turn 1 right, dude. It was so worth. Okay. Oh, that did so much. Oh my god, he was
winning. If he just Iron Headed, the game's over, dude.
It's not over, dude. He could Iron Head again. Right. He has E-Speed. We could see ourselves a game 3 if he can get this right. Ooh, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing if you're here?
Well, I know Marco's
You're protecting. He's protecting. I think if you're Alex...
No, he should Thunderclap just to mess with him.
Ooh, I don't mind that, dude. Because if I'm Alex, I think I'm saying, you know what? I'm just going to go for... the safe protect here, and I know he's gonna protect, so I'm gonna Iron Head to at least put that thought into his brain, right? Like, I'm slamming Iron Head if I'm Alex like 100% of the time, because I just want them to know that I'm serious about killing this guy. And then on the second turn, maybe I Extreme Speed, maybe I don't. Dude, Alex is thinking, dude. Alex is thinking.
Iron Head did a lot more than I thought. That's why I thought you had to slam Iron Head. Obviously, Alex was like, Marco's not gonna Terra. I know him, but it's a tough call to make. I just feel like you Ironhead there. Yeah, he does.
He goes for Ironhead. He goes for Ironhead. Here we go. Does he clap? Does he get him here? I feel like I'm gonna
call it right now. What is Marco doing? Is he pulling?
Marco's clapping. He's clapping. I think he's clapping.
He's clapping every time.
He's clapping every single time. I'm slamming extreme speed 100% of the time right here. He's so clapping. Does Alex get it? I think if he gets it, I don't know if it'll be an extreme speed range again. I think he has to make another prediction. Yeah, the lefty's protect is just too good that I think he gets another potential mind game here. So he's got to get it right. Alex is burning that time down. He's thinking. I think he's clapping every time. And
I think Alex is going to pick Ironhead, but he should extreme speed.
I hope he extreme speed so we get another turn of this. He got him!
Let's go. Let's go. That's enough, dude.
It's so in range. It's so in range. So now this has to be protect. What a
it's gonna be a roll, dude. It's gonna be a
roll. Okay, what are you doing now? So we got a protector. You're Alex. What are you doing with Dragon?
No, he's clapping.
He's clapping? Why would he do that?
I think if you're Alex, you always E-speed on.
You always E-speed on this turn.
You're not gonna run out of PP.
You're not. No, you always E-speed tier 100%. Yeah, what are you doing, Marco? He's doing it for the content, bro.
No, he had to do it the turn before. The turn I said he should clap, dude.
I think he should have clapped on the turn you said. I actually think that's like that's the one that you could get someone on. I think you're so right. So we're gonna get a game 3 though. That's hype. That was a crazy ending, dude. I think Marco threw, dude. I think Marco threw a little bit. I think he was supposed to press protect always.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. I mean, maybe he looked at the numbers. I didn't pay attention enough.
And was
so he's like, dude, I can't live. I need to just try.
Yeah, that's
definitely
valid.
Go for the double, right?
I think so. I think you go for the double. Because he's still also playing a mind game in his head with you too. So the double is like, I mean, I guess he's not gonna protect, but yeah, I mean, I think Marco played that one. I mean, Alex even got the turn 1 correct, and then Bolt almost came back and went the distance. So I think Alex needs to stay vigilant. I do think if he just switched out Rillaboom though, I think he would have been in a he kind of had to get Marco got like 4 turns in a row correct, and I think if he didn't get those correctly, I think he was gonna lose. So Marco did almost like claw it back, but I think Alex had multiple times to just lock it up if he just got one of the turns right. Like if he switched out Rillaboom, insta win. If he
but the Dragon Pulse threat's real. The other thing is like Dragonite seemed like one of the worst options to have in the back. Like you really wanted Incineroar, right? Mm-hmm. I guess I won't say one of the worst. Golden Go is the worst, but like you really wanted Incineroar. But the thing is, in both games, Marco just didn't tear that Urshifu. Like he just didn't care. So if he doesn't lose Urshifu turn 1, this game could have been a lot harder. I think Alex shouldn't like forget how good of a turn 1 he had. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think too like. Marco is forced to save the Terra for Raging Bolt because of Alex's Dragonite. That's such a real threat. And if Marco gets careless, he Terra Steals early, he might just lose because of the liability that Raging Bolt, his typing has in their Dragonite. So I think it does, I think Alex can abuse that. I think he should try to abuse that in the early game. And maybe just he's committing this Grass Terra, which I don't hate. We're going to see the run back here. Yep, direct run back. So we got Rillaboom and Urshifu into the Urshifu and Flutter. I just don't know how I feel about the Terra Grass. I really don't. It's working. It worked in the last game, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think he should
He's doing it again, dude. He does not give a fuck.
He doesn't care. I think you're supposed to make a similar play as you made last time. Mm-hmm. I think you can double the Urshifu slot though. I still don't mind that.
I think
if you tear grass though, you feel great. Marco's saying do it again. You won't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he should just always be Moonblasting. Terra Blast Moonblast does feel good, right? You're living the turn. You're living the next turn as well. So, it does just feel like such a really, really juicy Terra to press.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the correct play knowing what Marco's going to do.
Yeah,
does Alex do it? I think you should. He did it. Unless he Terra Ghosting here, but I'm not.
Nah, he's sticking to his guns. He's sticking to his guns. But does he Moonblast or does he go for some weird Icy Wind U-turn or CC Moonblast? Who knows? It's gonna be Moonblast into Rillaboom.
I think he's
Oh
hoping this
shit.
is enough. I don't think this is enough. Oh, he went for the CC.
Ooh, it is enough. And also, he's the
Okay.
faster Shifu. That's important to note. So now Rillaboom is
It's
just removed from
very
the picture.
important.
I mean, honestly, kind of nice too for Alex here because I know he has his Rillaboom in the back, and I know Rillaboom's looking so juicy, and Fluttermane's about to eat here, dude. This is so lit for him. Kind
Yeah,
of.
no, that makes sense. It's a different play than you've made the last two turns. You're trying to get that advantage.
Hmm.
And Rillaboom, one of the biggest threats to Urshifu is gone, but I think Marco doesn't mind that too much because he has Raging Bolt to deal with it, and it's choice locked.
The thing here too is though is like, who do you go into? Do you have to go into Raging Bolt? Because then you do threaten to just get Moonblasted on one of your slots, right? Like, I mean, I guess you could switch out Urshifu maybe, and then you're feeling good that way. But then he could also just switch out Urshifu as well. Like, Moonblast switch out Urshifu feels kind of safe from Alex.
Yeah, this is why I like having double Fake Out on Alex's end, like having
Hmm.
both Incineroar and Rillaboom dropping that Dragonite, because it's so easy to reposition, but I'm not sure. I don't think he's dropping the Dragonite here.
I don't think he is. Cause yeah, this turn does feel like a little bit weird. I guess maybe Clap plus Jet could finish off Flutter, but I kind of doubt it.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, so like I think Marco might just be forced. I'm thinking you switch out Ensign. Oh geez, he's going fucking nuts
It's
here.
a very, very aggressive turn from Marco. I know Calm Mind doesn't sound aggressive, but you're saying that you don't give a shit about anything this Fluttermane's doing, whether it's Moonblast or Shifu or Moonblast Raging Bolt. Because if you
Yeah,
Moonblast CC the Bull here, it's gone. But no way Alex does that. He's afraid of the Thunderclap.
dude. Yeah, I don't know. This is looking so. If he gets this turn right, it could be big. Ooh, okay, that's step one. Is he saying he's not
Dude,
getting
this is the
taunted?
thing about Urshifu and Bolt, Urshifu Bolt players. They're never afraid. Why would you Thunder Wave? It's the
Oh my
least
god.
meaningful turn.
I think you just have to Moonblast to force the Terra. Like,
Yeah, I
what do you
feel
want
like
to get
there's
Thunder Wave on Ensign,
the
dude? Like,
value
what?
is not worth it. You're already
No.
faster. Like you had to Moonblast either slot.
I think so. I think you need to force a Terra here.
Oh,
Um,
Para de
okay.
Sato.
He got him. And Fluttermane
It
probably
went
takes
so
this. This is
easily.
kind of chill, dude. This is kind of chill.
This is so easy. I was wrong. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah, so I think now you just throw the Moonblast into Urshifu, and do you double it? Do you just go for the high horsepower Moonblast, or do you try to do something similar to the Raging Bolt? You could fake out Moonblast it
It's
too.
tough because this Bolt's getting out of control.
Two
But
with one call mind. It really is though. It really is such a problem. Um,
yeah,
I think
I
the
don't know,
best
dude.
play. I really like the high horsepower plus Moonblast into the Incense, like the Urshifu slot. But I guess it doesn't actually get Ensign. Maybe you just fake out
Doesn't.
Moonblast. Dude, fake out Moonblast feels like maybe the best play. Fake out Bolt, Moonblast the Urshifu slot. That doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah.
But then you're susceptible to the fake out next turn from this Ensign. Okay, we're seeing the Moonblast.
You see that? I think we're just gonna see the high horsepower then. Yeah.
Okay. But it lives, dude. It's
It's not
so
enough.
bulky. It's never enough, dog. And now this is going to be a dead Fluttermane. I think that's really, really big for Marco.
Yeah, because what can Alex switch in here reasonably? Like Dragonite?
Yeah, it's Dragonite. I think he does do a lot of damage with the Iron Head, as we saw in Game 2, but it just might not be enough to like actually get him, especially with this Incineroar potentially intimidating you. I don't know. This seems
Good Urshifu and Jet Instant, but I feel like Marco's really trying to fake out Dragon Pulse.
he's 100% trying to fake out Dragon Balls. I don't think he should even try to clap.
CC would hurt.
I think it might be okay. I don't know though. The Rillaboom is still scary. You still need to deal with it, especially because it's going to eat a pulse,
One.
right? Yeah. I think he's just gonna
Yeah.
have to get a lot of turns right. I think this is just gonna come down to reads. But this next turn is really, really nice for Marco. Like it is just fake out, clap or Dragon Pulse. You can kind of choose which one you want. If he had Incineroar once again, it would have looked really nice. I doubt he has it though. I bet he has the
Yeah, I'm
Dragonite.
thinking Instant would have been nice, man, to really pivot around and tank these Dragon Pulses. Because without it, like, it's just doing so much damage.
Um.
Fokorika, For Costa Rica. There you go.
I think you just fake out and Dragon Pulse Rillaboom, right? I don't know. You could get cheeky with it. I think you really could fake out Dragon Pulse D-Knight, because I do think that he is going to attack with D-Knight. Oh my god. I like this play though, because I do think Alex is like, I don't want to just let Rillaboom get smashed here. I need to make a move. So he's gonna try to pick off Ensign.
I think Alex can't double attack though. I feel like he just has to call the turn exactly correctly. And
no. Yo, it's so
very
good.
well played. Yeah, because it breaks that multi-skill. I mean, I think he lulled Alex into a sense of security with that multi-skill. You know it lives one Dragon Pulse.
Right.
But getting the fake out here is perfect. It's dead. Now Urshifu's going to come back. But
it's just
man.
Bolt's too healthy. Bolt's too healthy. Like, it can take high horsepower's a 2-hit KO. Urshifu's threatening a ton of damage too. And I think this is the easiest clap of your life, right? Because you know that he's not gonna... If he locks himself in the jet, you don't give a fuck into Urshifu Raging Bull. So I think it's just a clap to force him to jet, and then you should just win from there, right?
I think you just jet and low-key, like, Terra Steel CC, right?
Yeah, that seems pretty good. I think that's probably fine.
You don't have to do that, though. I think you can also just preserve your Terra for Bolt and stall Grassy Terrain. Yeah, it's only one turn, so you're probably out-damaging this Rillaboom as well.
Yep, I think you just force it, and I think he took over. I mean, it was just that one turn, and had Pokealex got it correct, like if he just protects Dragonite, I think he just loses, right? Because Incineroar goes down, and then it's just a full HP Urshifu, Dragonite, and Rilla versus this Bolt Urshifu, but he didn't get it right. He got fake out pulsed on. Like, he got him in that one last Hail Mary play, and he just takes the game from it, dude. He's just so different. You can never count him out. Oh,
yeah, no, the margins for error were just too thin. Like, the jet doesn't matter here. Now, you see how little that did, dude? Now you slam this Rillaboom every time. Dragon Pulse next turn.
Yep.
I think you just win.
You might even be... Dude, you can probably protect, too. I guess you probably don't need to because the terrain's gone. But I don't think he's out-damaging lefties, is he? He did 30.
I think it is.
Okay,
I think it is. With Grassy gone.
A little bit of urgency here. But I think that recoil, too, is he going to put him in range? And there's no Grassy Terrain.
I think that might just be perfectly range. And if not, yeah, what are you clicking? Fake out jet? Like,
yeah, like there's nothing you can do. I mean, I think you're supposed to always press high horsepower. You could press fake out jet later, but I think this is the high horsepower.
No, not right now. Not right now. Yeah. There's no threat of clap yet. You got a high horsepower crit, really, is the thing here. Dude, Bolt is such a loser, man. We said it from the beginning. This is gonna be the thing that Alex has to find a way to kill, and he has not.
And he just played like the most basic guys, dude. He just played Fake Out Brothers, Urshifu and Bolt, and he had all the tools in his little handy bag of tools, bro, and he just won. Okay,
yeah, I think. Yeah, it's not close.
It's not close, dog. If he crit, I think he did win. I mean,
Big O Jet, baby.
He gets some mind games, right? Because if he does, I think you're supposed to slam fake out for at least. Oh wow.
What?
He did that instantly.
Dude, Marco's so different. He doesn't give a shit.
And he got him, dude.
Dude, Alex is so pissed, dude.
What the fuck?
Wow. Oh, they did a lot too, actually. Holy shit. That was a crit. Okay.
That was a Bruto clip.
Dude, he kind of needed that. First turn pulse. This is why he's the GOAT, dude. This is why he's in finals versus Keenum Gauntlet. He's so good.
It really could have. He really could have won that. Like, Pokealex actually, I thought the game was locked. But it really did come down to those reads. The best part is he locked that shit in 45 seconds.
Another crit?
Holy fuck, dude. Urshifu the crit monster.
Dude, maybe it was a pulse. Oh my god. He needs another one.
Does he go for the protect, though?
Why would that... Why would that work?
It's a joke, bro. Okay, dude, he goes for the jet. Holy fuck, was that a third crit? Oh my god!
Dude, is that Surging Strikes?
Dude, what the fuck? He actually almost got his ass.
He
Dude.
still wins, dude.
Dude, with the
So
triple
crazy.
crits, he actually needed to get that turn 1 Dragon Pulse read correctly. Holy shit. He almost got Pokemon like
Dude.
so bad, dude.
That was an incredible game. I did not expect it to be that close. Holy fuck.
Dude, I know. I was like, it's over. It's whatever. Alex is cooked. And then he literally almost came back. That was crazy. Holy
Dude, I'm
shit.
holding my face. Like, I'm actually in shock. That was so crazy. Three
Three
crits?
crits in a
But
row.
I'm not over that. He just slammed Dragon Pulse immediately. He was like,
Dude,
yeah,
like
he's
within
going for the
seconds.
takeout.
Within fucking seconds, dude. How? I gotta run that
That's
one
what
back.
happens when you play a million games, dude. When you play a million games, immediately you're like, nah, he's not doing that shit, bro.
Okay, let's see. I want to see how fast he slammed that shit. Okay. So this is the turn, right? He gets the.
He gets high horsepowered.
Yeah, he gets high horsepowered, and then he slams Dragon Pulse, right? Okay. The lefties is gonna proc. Dude, I think he did it within like 3 seconds. Where's the timer? Dude, it's just frame 1, dude. It was 2 seconds.
He was just making sure he read it correctly. That was it, really.
And it won him the game.
Yeah, he needed that. That was so close.
What a set, dude.
I'm actually amazed, dude. Shout outs, Marcus, for putting this together. We don't get like
Dude,
shit like
shout
this
outs to
every day.
Marcus, yeah. That was actually such a good set. I wasn't sure. I mean, obviously I knew it was going to be pretty quality, but I didn't know it was going to bang like this, dog. That was a good set.
Yeah. And Marco's not disappointed. His set versus Wolf was incredible too, which we covered on the channel, so go check that out. But yeah, no, this was incredible. I'm really excited to see how the finals go.
Dude, so am I. I'm excited to see Kinigawa whip out this Iron Bundle. And if you want to see that, please subscribe and check it out. It'll be posted tomorrow. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.